All right, good morning. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to honor the brave men and women who have served and those who continue to serve in the United States Armed Forces. Your courage, sacrifice, and unwavering dedication protect the freedom we hold dear. We also pause to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice, the heroes who are no longer with us, but whose legacy lives in our liberties we enjoy every day. At this time, I ask that we all join in a brief moment of silence to honor our veterans, active service members, and fallen. All right, thank you. If you would please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The school board recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on corporation matters. Community members requesting permission to address the board are required to complete a registration form prior to a motion to approve a specific agenda item. Individuals will be permitted to speak during a specific agenda item before a vote takes place. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. No person may address or question board members individually. Any questions on personnel should be directed to the superintendent by contacting his office. No participant may speak more than once, are limited to 3 minutes, and may not pass their minutes to another participant. First thing on the agenda is to adopt the agenda. Could I have a motion, please? Got a motion from Mr. DeMeyer. Could I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Smith. Is there any discussion? All right. All those in favor of adopting the agenda, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion will pass 4-0-1. Next up, our reports. Dr. White.
Good morning. I'll just share two brief items. The first is obviously with the winter weather that arrived a little earlier than normal. Just a reminder for the community that if you are interested in the decision-making process and the guidelines that are involved in weather decisions and delays that we make, you can go to the district website, go to info, then go to weather decision guidelines. Some of those highlights include, while things need to be variable depending on details, anytime we get snow accumulation of around 5 to 6 inches, that's going to be cause for concern. It could be a little bit less depending on if ice is involved or the time of day it hits, particularly if it hits simultaneously with students arriving to the high school, parents arriving. Road conditions are a factor in snowplow time and progress. As an example, because of where the weather hit, we had all day yesterday for plow progress. And then the second wave that came through sort of missed our particular area and went more east. So we were able to go on time today. Visibility is always a factor. A half mile or less is anything that causes us concern. Temperature -10 degrees actual or wind chill, either one of those two. Being in that area could be consideration for a delay, etc. Wind speed and drifting, particularly with our county roads that we have in both the St. Joseph and LaPorte County side of the school district, are also factors. And of course, it's important to remember the size of the school system, that if any one area of the school system is impacted, we look at it as if the entire school system is impacted. So you could have a lack of weather in a particular quadrant of the school system, but we have significant issues in another and wonder why we're on a delay or et cetera. And that would be why. That's an important thing to remember. So I wanted to just cover those things as we get into, we had a nice reminder here to start the year. I believe that is the earliest weather cancellation yesterday that we've seen in my time here, I believe. So that was exciting, no question. Second item I just wanted to briefly share with the action items on the agenda, one of the two being to recommend and for the board to vote on a collective bargaining agreement, the master contract with our teachers, New Prairie Classroom Teachers Association. Just wanted to mention a few highlights. The school district will continue to pay 80% of health insurance premiums, but specific to high deductible plans. The school district recommending will no longer be paying 80% towards a PPO1 or more traditional plan. The savings of that went two places. First, the recommendation in the tentative agreement has tiered yearly annual payments to health savings accounts. Current teachers in the school district that are on our insurance are eligible for larger amounts. And then there's a tiered system from there. Current employees that would opt into our insurance over the next year and a half are eligible for most of the same payments. And then future employees, those tiered payments, those HSA payments are a little bit less. Then from there, some of the savings also went into base salary increases, and there's also a tiered system in the tentative agreement for that, depending on years of experience, with much of the money being put into teachers with 4 to 25 years of experience that will help with some things that we noticed that we were getting behind in the area on those aspects. There's also some new features, some very nice benefits related to a paid maternity benefit of 6 weeks, a paid new dependent benefit of 2 weeks, and then also a benefit for adoption or foster care of 6 or 3 weeks paid benefit, depending on the age of the child. So those are some nice features. Our new higher salary has been increased as well in the recommendation. Bachelor's degree minimum of $46,000. And going from there with the state requirement of $45,000, we're in okay shape there, but hopefully maybe more work to do in a future time. From there were just some other, as an example, high school coaches will be eligible for a summer stipend for their extra hours they put in the summer. And then there's some other maybe more minor pieces, but that's kind of the highlights of the tentative agreement that we're bringing forward this morning. So, maybe I just wanted to thank the teachers, the New Prairie Classroom Teachers Association. Mr. Trusser's here representing the teachers. It was a very thorough, very good process. They're very informed, very researched. There was a lot of really, and there's some new approaches with this particular tentative agreement that I think are good for both sides, which you always want to see in your negotiation process. That you come up with a set of solutions that help and support the needs of both sides. So, yeah. Thank you.
Any questions? All right, then let's move on to action items. Action item A is to approve the 2025-2026 Master Teacher Contract and Compensation Model. It is the recommendation of the administration that the board approve the 2025-2026 Master Teacher Contract Compensation Model. Could I please have a motion to approve the 2025-2026 Master Teacher Contract Compensation Model, please?
So,
Got a motion from Ms. Smith. Can I have a second?
second.
Seconded by Mr. Shale. Is there any discussion? All right, all those in favor of approving the 2025-2026 Teacher Compensation Contract Model, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion will pass 4-0-1. Action item B is to adopt the resolution for authorizing litigation against social media companies. It is the recommendation of the administration that the board adopt the resolution authorizing litigation against social media companies. Could I please have a motion to adopt the resolution authorizing litigation against social media companies, please? Got a motion from Ms. Smith. Can I have a second? Seconded by Mr. DeMeyer. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of adopting the resolution authorizing litigation against social media companies, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. That motion will pass 4-0-1. We have no discussion items. Is there any further business from the board? Since there is no further business, our next board meeting will be on our regular meeting, Monday, November 24th, 6 PM, central office. With that, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah, Heather's kids are on delay for Mishawaka.
Of course.